So week 4, we received the edited script from Cameron, and again, it's not great. It's quite hard to direct because there's quite a lot of mistakes in it, and a few bits here and there that just make it hard to direct and act respectively for Steve's part. Steve's finished his script, and I've got a hold of that now, so I'm waiting to direct Jazz on that. I've received a script from Jazz as well, so I was actually able to perform a scene in which Steve helped with me. Jazz's script is very much Brechtian as well, so that's more or less what we focused on. Steve, the way we staged it is very inclusive of the audience, and Steve was coaching me through the units of the script and when to engage with the audience on those units. And that's been hard because it's a very emotional piece. It has a lot of things in it that hit close to home, but it's been fine having Steve there as able to direct me. So yeah, I've just been thinking about that. I've been annotating it where I can, putting in the pauses. It's all about the pauses with this. It's letting the ideas marinate within the audience's mind, and that, I think, when it's all finished and I'm able to do the whole thing, I think it's really going to be effective with the audience, especially with the way that we've decided to stage it, with me being close to them and actually getting into the seats where the audience are. I think those Brechtian ideas are really gonna make this something. Directing Steve and Cam's piece, I decided the first thing to do with it is I quite like active analysis. So we got rid of the script and we looked at what the character was, and I started asking Steve kind of hard-hitting questions that would provoke him into getting a character. So we used the biography that we were given by Cameron for the character, and I started just kind of chiseling away at what that might be. So in this piece, there is a man who makes an attempt on his own life, and it's all about his relationship with his son. So the way I did it with Steve was asking him who found him when he after his attempt. What has he done to impact his son's life? How many times has he tried this before? And each time just getting Steve closer to that emotional point. And a kind of my trick, as I call it, that I use, is having it be, before he starts, I ask him the most hard-hitting question I can, so it's in the back of his mind as he starts. And from where we started, where we were quite unsure whether or not we'd be able to make anything of it, we ended the day with a really strong start with the piece. Steve knows what he's doing with it now, and we've gone through the small part that we had with it, and specifically, it's been a pretty good experience directing somebody in that way, because I get to use my own ideas, because this is Brecht as well. This piece, it's making the audience actively involved, and it's making them feel the emotions that he's. So in a way, it's kind of Artaud, that he's having a contagion going across. So that part of it has been interesting as a director.